Hey, what's going on, guys? K-Mania Games here, and this is something new that I'm trying out. I'm currently attempting to do a legitimate video that is not just me in person, but an actual edited masterpiece, kind of. So, this is my top 10 games of 2016. Since it's another year, I figured I could do something different, you know? So, let's get right into the list. So, before I actually get into this list here, one little thing to mention is that this is my own opinion, and that the actual, picks in this list from number 10 to 1 don't really matter. It's not in any specific, order. So, yeah, without further ado, I will show you number 10. So at number 10 here, we have Ark Survival Evolved. Now, this game is still in early access after being out for a little while on Steam, and it's even on PlayStation and Xbox, and this year released its first DLC, and it's still not even released yet fully. So I don't really know what to say about that, but that's my only problem with the game, because it's multi-platform already, and there was a point where the makers were pushing out an update every week or so. Now, the updates are less frequent, but they are big updates, adding in 3 creatures at a time and a few good qualities to the game that make it really good. It's also got a nice community, and many people on YouTube have gotten pretty good attention just from that game. And not to mention the overwhelming amount of mods that have been made. If there's something that you want, it's already in a mod somewhere. It's pretty awesome. So yeah, that was number 10, which is Ark Survival Evolved. Now, on to number 9. So in at number 9 here, we have Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. Now, I personally haven't gotten the chance to play it that much. I've played it over at Riley's house, or RTPO, as you may know him. It's a pretty awesome game, I do admit. Even though I haven't played it that much, the online experience is very fun. And I do enjoy how the game is now and how it's really come along, because I've played quite a few of the games now, because I'm more recently able to have access to a lot more of them. But yeah, I'm sorry that I didn't include many other console games on here. I just, I just felt like I had to put this in because it was so well made, and it's one of the few console games that I actually play, because as some of you should know, I do play mostly PC. Now, on to Now, in at number 8 here is a game that had quite a bit of controversy around it because of all the danger it has caused, and that is Pokemon Go. Now, this was a big thing when it came out in the summer, and I personally played it a lot, my family played it a lot, specifically my uncles, and, yeah, I don't really know what to say about it other than it's still getting worked on, and it's being updated quite frequently. And that's the thing a lot of people are pretty skeptical about, is the fact that the updates are taking things away more than adding things in. And I think that's why the game died down a little bit. And before anyone gets mad at me, I'm going to make the point right here. No Man's Sky, that's not on here because it sold itself really well and then just died out really quickly. So that's just from one game that died off to another. But Pokemon Go actually stayed around pretty well, in my opinion, because I still see people, in front of my house playing the game. And, yeah, even in winter, some people are still, going outside and playing it. But, yeah, on to number 7. So, in at number 7, we have Subnautica. This game, I put it on here for the same reason I put Ark on here. It has given multiple YouTubers some pretty good attention, because it's a very fascinating game. It came out in 2014 is when the early access actually started for it, but it's gotten more popular recently because of all the more frequent updates, and I say the game is pretty close to finished because it is amazing. I personally have it, same thing with Ark. Both the games are amazing, but Subnautica specifically, I feel it has something that we haven't really seen much of, and it's pretty unique, and I like that about it. So, now on to number 6. So in at number 6 here is Super Mario Run, another app, yeah. And this one actually came out a little bit later in the year, December 15th or 14th, somewhere around then. But basically, this game is super popular. And, I mean, some people don't really like the fact that you have to buy the later levels, but I personally did it, and it's very well worth my money. Not trying to sell the game or anything. I'm not sponsored. I wish, but I'm not. But yeah, this game, it's actually very popular at the moment as far as where I am. It's pretty popular, and I do love the game myself. And also, a lot of people are beginning to play it on YouTube, and that's pretty much how a lot of these games have gotten big, is from attention online. So yeah, now on to number 5. Now, in at number 5 is, okay, brace yourselves. This is pretty bad, but still, Minecraft. Now, let me explain for a second, okay? Minecraft has had, I'm pretty sure, 2 or 3 large updates this year, 1.9, 1.10, 1.11. And those updates were amazing for the game itself. It drew away some people. Personally, I'm not a big fan of certain things that are in the game that kind of lose its feel, but still, the overall aspect of the game is still there, and I still like that. And as ever, there are mods for everything. You can still get really recently developed mods and even mod packs that are really amazing. And there are still people that are getting millions and millions of dollars online just for playing Minecraft and doing things that are relative to Minecraft. So yeah, that's my explanation for number 5 on this list, and now on to number 4. And in at number 4, we have Five Nights at Freddy's sister location. Now, Five Nights at Freddy's put out like 4 games just in 2015, and or 2015, yeah, 2015, and in 2016 they put out Five Nights at Freddy's sister location around the end of the year, kind of, a little bit. And sorry if I got the dates wrong, I didn't do much research for this beforehand. But anyway, Five Nights at Freddy's sister location was a big step for the series. It had more Easter eggs, and it was more story-driven than anything. And also, real quick shout out, the book, I recently got it, and it's amazing, and it actually explains a lot of the stuff in the games, and sister location actually continues off of the book, in a way. Now, that was my reason for picking this, but also how the series has affected people online, like Markiplier, for example, and Game Theory, Mad Pat from Game Theory. Hopefully some people here know him, but both of them have gotten really big because of the game. And I personally watch both of them, and I'm very happy that these games are still relevant in a way, because I own all 5 of the games on mobile, and they're pretty fun. So now on to number 3. Now on to number 3, we have Hello Neighbor, another pretty recent game that came about the end of the year. And when it came out, let me just say, it blew up. Every single big YouTuber played it at least once in some way, and it was a huge hit. Everyone loved it, and it is still being updated right now. It is, I think, in Alpha 3 as of right now. I personally haven't played it. I don't really watch many videos on it, but I still think the game is pretty awesome for how much support and attention it's getting just for being, I don't know, different than usual. Now, on to number 2. Now, in number 2, we have Astra. This is a very recent game, and I don't even think it qualifies as coming out in 2016, because I've seen it mostly in 2017. But basically, the game has a premise that we've all seen before, but it does it like performs in a different way than we're used to, and that's what makes it amazing. Because I could have just put it on here because, oh yeah, it's another space survival game, but no, it's much better than that because of how it plays itself out. It's not like other games where your mission is to like get an army of something and take over the entire solar system. No, your goal is to amass like a mass of life across the entire solar system. I don't even know what the premise of the game is because I've only seen a little bit of it, but let me tell you something. It takes the premise of an open world game and takes it to the next level. It's like combining Minecraft with a space engineer and a bit of Spore in there, but not that much because I don't know, the only part of it is the fact that there's like so many places to go. And I'm talking about the end game in Spore. Sorry that I got off track there. But anyway, now on to number 1. And now, in at number 1, we have a game that was so popular that it was a hit before it even came out. And yes, I'm talking about Blizzard's newest sensation, Overwatch. Now, I don't exaggerate when I say that this is Blizzard's like only original title other than World of Warcraft in a long time. And I honestly kind of understand why it is pretty popular, but I don't at the same time. It takes a space theme, like futuristic-y. I didn't mean space. I mean like futuristic theme of everything, and then combines it with Team Fortress 2 pretty much, which I play. But Overwatch, essentially, I've heard people talking about it, and I've seen a good amount of videos, and it is still big. Everyone, people are still playing it. A lot of people that I know are playing it, and I personally think that it is going to stay around for a little while. But basically, that's kind of it for this pick. Now, real quick, thanks for watching this video. Thanks for taking a good amount of time out of your day to just sit here or stand, I don't know what you're doing, and just watch this video. It means a lot because I'm not necessarily the biggest YouTuber ever, but I still decided to do this because I really wanted to. Now, comment down below if you want me to do more stuff like this, and maybe I'll do more top 10s in the future. So anyway, guys, I'll see you in the next video. For now, though, goodbye.